Sorry, people. I said it would be about 3.5 minutes. That's not how long it took. It wasn't much longer for those of us who were on Twitch. Pollen, for example. I still watched the chat in case you said something, by the way. I would have typed back despite me not being online. Basically, just to explain, it's really stupid. It's solved now. Okay, check it out. I used to live in Massachusetts, okay? I'm not going to say where, but I lived in Massachusetts, okay? So there's, zip code 1. That's the zip for where I live. I used to live, right? City, all that stuff. I moved into this house 4 years ago, and I updated my Steam account for the payment part and just said that my billing address was here because it's easier. It never ships me anything. Actually, once I brought my fiance a Steam Deck, but other than that, I'm not getting things shipped. That's the sound of Blueprints finishing download, by the way. I am going to play. It's done. So here's the real problem. I'm going to switch this over. The real problem was that even though I switched it over forever ago, and my credit card company gets that as the billing address, right? Because you can ship things wherever you want, but the billing address is different. It's where you live. It's been on there for years. Suddenly, when I go to buy something, which I buy stuff all the time, I just bought Order 13, just recently, right? Suddenly, it's like, oh, that's not going to work for us. They didn't say why either. They're like, oh, your credit card has a problem with the payment, and I think they might have implied it was the address, whatever, right? And I'm like, either my credit card has a hold on it, which would be weird, or it's just being mad about the address. Because I've never updated my credit card. And it's a debit card, but whatever. I've never updated it to address 2, with a zip code 2 and all that stuff. Now, I know if I go to a gas pump and I run my card as credit, like you can do with a debit, it will ask me for zip 1, and I'll just give it because I already know what it wants, right? But I figured since it's just a billing address, it's just listed, and it's still the same card with the same CCV and the same whatever, I thought it would not matter. Oh boy, was I mistaken, suddenly, for no reason. So I could go to... I'm trying to think of how to word this. I could go to the credit card, the debit card company, and try to, try to do something, right? I didn't know what it would do there. I guess it loaded. I don't know if it's just going to start a fresh file. I didn't know that mattered. So it's just annoying, though. It's like, why do I have to do any of this? I've been using this from here for a while. Why are we suddenly having an issue? It's like, whatever. So I switched. I had to. And Steam didn't even want me to address the card either. I want to be clear about that. As soon as it starts showing anything important, I'll stop talking. But it didn't let me just change just the address. I had to delete the card, re-add the card separately with the correct address. It was a whole fucking pain in the ass. But here we are. We're good. Now I'm done. So, perfect time. So this is Blueprints. Obviously a pun, Blueprints. I saw this game a little bit. Looks good. I'm excited.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate in Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that Any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Pretty badass entry. So, now this counts. I didn't know that this was a separate room. That sucks. What I know so far. Okay, that's why you could potentially open something. What I know so far is that you can touch stuff, interact with stuff. There's gold to be picked up, gems, etc. Every time you move rooms, your step counter on the upper left changes. Okay, for sure this is a room. Okay, I agree. Not that I would ever disagree with the creators, they know best, but I agree based on the fact that there is that mine, and I'm sure there's something to do with it. I'm so difficult by not just going into the front. No jumping, I'll tell you that. I can't. So, we're trying to discover the 46th room. There's a whole grid thing I gotta figure out. That fucked with me so bad and very suddenly. That was like the wrong volume. Ugh. What about over here? That counted as a new room as well. I am definitely the most difficult person by not going in the mansion on purpose. I am definitely going to have a shit first day too, because I doubt there's anything I can find of substance out here. But I'm doing it anyway. Oh, birds. That's nice. Oh. Okay, cool. Alright. No problem. Alright. I'm gonna guess one time. No. Hold on. Oh, I can do both directions. Okay. Okay. You know, 1 in 10,000 chance of getting that right on the first go, and I was willing to give it the old college try. Now I kind of know what's out here, and I think that has a lot of value, just to kind of know. Flowers. Now I gotta waste some steps going back. Because apparently that threshold counts as a separate room. And that's a room. So I'm wasting like a ton of my steps right off the bat. I am now in the main foyer. Okay, I'm going to read it out loud to be nice. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it's very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path, and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. Okay. This is the blueprint. This is the entrance hall. This is the antechamber. Okay, so basically I go to a door. It's going to offer me some stuff it could be. Right? So an example, I can choose a closet. And there are 2 items in here. So it said. Apparently shoes. Cool. And a key. There doesn't seem to be anything else in here. It said 2 items, and I only see 2. Okay. And I can see, obviously, that that would be a dead end. Closets aren't necessarily smart to do early. I just want to see what it looked like. A nook. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap paper, or perhaps most fittingly a journal will provide an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. I could do that, but I'll have a permanent video of this. So I would like to try to use the best of my memory. Anybody in chat who's curious to try to assist me, you may. As long as you're not cheating from, like, information you shouldn't possess. Hold on. Yeah, okay. A gem. Not to be anything I can touch. It is 8:58. All of them seem to be the same in that regard. I need to open up to the left at least. Yep, perfect. I should really look how many items it's saying I should have. Staff notice. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the west wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask the staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any staff may draft blah 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 blah. Now this has to be the end, no matter what happens. How could it possibly turn? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so it just closed. That's what it'll do. Greetings from Reddington. Nice. I'll use a guest bedroom. I need the steps. Sinclair, I just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game and the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you've retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. I am learning information, I'll tell you that. So the billiards room has a puzzle in it, that's for sure. Very clearly said that. And even backtracking costs steps, obviously. This has got to open up to the left. It does, because I have a gem. I can't look inside. Constellations. This book contains a complete starbase, lists constellations, the observed effects they accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations and impress your friends discover the joy of stargazing. North Star, yeah, okay, they just do stuff. Okay, so it's up now. There. I found the North Star. Crazy. This has really got to open up for me. Okay. I'll take the pantry. I'll get coins for it. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest explorer in the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. I got a lot of coins. I got a little bit more information. I got an apple for steps. My steps are doing pretty well, actually. Dr. Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time. I have included with this letter all the details you would need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within, the other 2 are always empty. Okay, so that means that I can count on 1 true, 1 false, and 1 who knows. Oh, rather curious wind-up key, a component of the parlor game. Okay. Am I in a parlor right now? I am, apparently. Oh, cool. Oh, okay. The gems are not in the white box. The gems are not in this box. The gems are in this box. Okay, so let's test this here. Let's say these were both false. That would make that true, right? I'm gonna do every possibility that I can think of. I'm not perfect at these. So, if this is a lie and this is a lie, then this is true, which means it would be in the blue box. That's at least one possibility if there are two lies, and specifically it's these two. Let's try doing this one and this one. The gems are in this box as a lie. The gems are not in the white box as a lie. But that would make that not possible. So that case doesn't even count, right? So we have... It could be blue, or... I should probably write this down, right? Technically. Hold on, let me open a notepad. 2 lies, and then further 1 lie is important. It's important to test. So which one was impossible? It was impossible both of these were lying. So the gems are in this box is a lie. The gems are not in the white box is a lie, which means they're in the white box would make that untrue. So blue, black, impossible. Let's just write impossible. We could do blue, white, and white, black. Let's test those next. And what the answer would be as well. So blue, white. If blue is lying, the gems are not in the white box. They have to be in the white box. Nope, not possible. Blue and white cannot... They would be contradictory, so blue, white can't possibly be true. White, black. The gems are not in this box. The gems are in this box. If this is lying, then it's in the white box. So it would lead to white, if I did that correctly. Now we do the 1 lie assumption. Only one of them is lying. Much harder to figure out. If this is the case, if it's blue is the lie, then it's in the white box. If white's a lie, it's in the white box. It seems like white is the box, by the way. If black is a lie, then it could be anything except black. Technically, by every opportunity, if I'm correct, it's either white, 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 or blue. So I'm going to go with white because it's the most likely that it's lying to me. Motherfucker. It could have been the blue, though, which is why I said that. Now, what are you gonna do? I'll keep this open for later. I'm probably gonna run into a parlor again, you know. I'd like this to open as many paths as possible. Hallway, perfect. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. Left would be great first, just to see what I get. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he has not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys and I will not have to share my room and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp. Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. I also had more fun at camp than he had his entire life. Today is a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it too. He also threw my model airplane in the bushes outside, but I got it back, and if he does it again, he will not get to go to the park on Friday, and I will make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. I don't need any presents, spelled wrong, because multiple spelling errors. I have my brother's book because he won't stop writing about me, and today is a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book, even though he is older, he is a crybaby. Today is a good day because today my brother returns from college and I get to finally return to him the book I took from him a long time ago. Hopefully you find this as hilarious as I do. I honestly have no idea how we survived sharing a room. All things being said, I wouldn't have it any other way. I still would rather have had a sister. Congrats on the diploma and welcome home, Simon. That's a funny little note. Oh, nice, like an Atari. Sweet. Flashlight, I want it. Gems, nice. That's really nice for me. Okay. I don't see anything else I can do in here. Alright, it's gotta continue from here, so my run's gonna end soon. Oh, I made a mistake. I didn't realize it went that way. I should have double checked. Well, so my run ends. Without. Commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. Sorry for any inconvenience. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically, as your attendants will no longer be registered at morning and roll call. It is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals in the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. And it starts with an S. I would take a pen if I had one and just, like, scribble on it. Annual Maid's Day sale, 2 days only, all items 50% off. Day 20 and 21. Well, I'll see what I can buy. Nice. Just want to see. I think my journey must end. Back to sleep outside. Well, it'll start me in the lobby, but I didn't make as many good decisions as I hoped. We keep going, we keep pressing. I didn't realize where my camera is. I have to see, like, if I'm blocking anything. I'll just put it over. I'll do this one. It's a little better over there. Same one as before. Yep, I still get the same thing. I'll do a hallway. I'm not gonna open it though, like go in it yet. I've been in this room before, so there's a puzzle piece in this one. It's a puzzle again. Let's try it again. Same answers. Okay. Again. Let's try the one live first. It's faster. This box is the black box. It doesn't even tell me anything. The box that claims to be black has the gems. So if black is lying... Okay, obviously these are lies. So there actually have to be 2 lies. No matter what. Because there's no way only one of them is lying. So, let's try this. Let's say that if white and blue are lying, then it's in the blue box. But what if black and white are lying? So that doesn't have the gems. You know, this isn't the blue box. It's impossible. It's gotta be in the blue box, right? If I'm counting these as lies, I'm not gonna overthink it. Solved a puzzle. Let's go. I'm hoping this opens forward and left. I'll take forward for now. I could use 2 items. Can I just, like, leave? Go back in? Leave. No, it would be a net 0. Okay, I just want to make sure. For coins, I can buy some stuff. I don't have enough for any of that right now. Same thing. Same note. I'll take a passageway. I need it anyway. Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans from which you must select 1 to draft. However, there are some items in rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Oh, okay. Not bad. I make sure I know every room, you know what I mean? I shouldn't go into a room with the mindset of like, oh. Alright. This one's gotta open up to the right. Better than nothing. I think I end here. Oh, it does have another exit. Okay, never mind. I have a chance. And the end is here. I'm not running out of steps as much. It's definitely much more important to me right now to I hope it's not a day limit. I don't think it said there was. Just keeping me, like, honest. By the way, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 would be up there. So I have to connect to the antechamber and then go up. But I have to fill every single tile first. Need this to go right. Pantry works for me. This needs to go straight ahead. It does not. So I've already lost no matter what I do. And I didn't expect that win, but... Interesting, a cutscene. Okay. Effective for the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. I think we already saw this. Yeah, password is still unreadable. Till further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. Secured access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Okay, so we got some cool information regarding some stuff. Blue memos equals true, red memos are lies. So the antechamber is not unlocked. Nah. I saw her name somewhere. I'll think on it more. I'll do this first. I haven't seen that one before. Interesting. Okay. So it allows you to kind of control what kind of stuff you get. Bird. Equal curves. Randolph M. That's probably what the only important part of that is. Hydrogen and helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminum and silicon, phosphorus and sulfur, chlorine and the noble argon, potassium, calcium and scandium. I'm looking for mistakes. Calcium and scandium, titanium. I'm lost at that point. It's manganese and iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc. That's the end of my knowledge there. So I don't know if there's any mistakes on here that I would otherwise see. I don't know more of the periodic table than that. I can look up a periodic table and I guess I could see, but... What? Okay. This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room, which I have not been to. I typically work over at Cinca Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine test. I think I need some help. The past 3 days, I've been able to find the laboratory and the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if it's typical, and if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit, I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Kimberly Thompson. Okay, so all I saw there was 3, which hydrogen is 1. So it's 3 from that. Is it helium, lithium, beryllium? I don't know what the 3 even means in context, right? Yeah, I have no idea. I don't even remotely understand what it wants me to do. It did say it needs additional power either way, though. Yeah. Hey, oh, sorry, I'm clicking on something else, that's why. Is there really a second lineup key in this room? Let's check that first. Oh, let's assume the white's lying, right? This is a lie because that's a lie, which means this is the truth. And technically, if there are 2 wind-up keys, then I could just try again. So. I just want to find new rooms. I know this doesn't lead me to anything special, but I gotta find new rooms. Christoph, this is the 3rd time this month you and the car have been gone when your service were required. I don't care how long you have been driving for his lordship. Your absence must be accounted for, Mrs. Babbage. Having out of the utility box. can't tell if it's on or not. It is. Didn't say things outside. Yep. I'm gonna say outside can stay changed. That's really cool, actually. So there's gonna be parts of the building I might be able to come into that would help me approach certain situations. Yeah, so there's gonna be an outer room as well. That's really cool. It's probably Sinclair, by the way, the computer password. If I can get back to security, which is at least possible with the step count, then I can try Sinclair and see if that's the password. I'm not sure if I make it in the number of steps I need. Not if that's there. Oh, that helps. Yeah, I got it. How you spell Sinclair? I'm not sure if I spelled it right. Darn. Alright, I'll stop. At the beginning of the day, I should always look into getting an outer room, since it'll help. It'll take a little walking, which is not ideal. But it has a permanent upgrade for that run. That's a bummer, really, because I have to obviously lose steps every day to that. But what am I going to lose? 4 steps? Something like that? 5. I haven't run out of steps yet. Permanently. Now see, that's what I'm talking about. I really like Blueprints. This is fun. This is a really good game. I'm having a lot more fun than I thought I was gonna have fun, but I'm having more fun than I thought. Blue box is true. You are in the parlor. I am. This box is empty. So it has to be the case that that's lie. Bitch. Thanks. It's very helpful, actually. I'll keep going as straightforward as I can. What am I doing exactly? I don't understand. I guess I didn't read it as carefully because I was too worried with the... I just want to like get like a gist. Okay. I was right. So I want the room to become commonplace. Good. That's because I'm trying to go further in. I'm going far today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I have that open? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the coat check. I doubt that suddenly I have to go there. I'd rather focus on, like, making more things. Nope, that's false. It's written in red. I'll actually go this way for now. The steps are definitely painful right now. I'll say for benefit though, it's the most rooms I think I'm gonna have by the end of this. Occasionally we discover small mounds of dirt in certain rooms of the estate. With a shovel, one may be able to excavate these suspicious dig spots. I don't have a shovel, but I'd rather have a guest bedroom just to go ahead and get myself enough footsteps for the rest of the day. Yep, we did this. Yep, we've been here before. Now going backwards doesn't feel so painful. This has to keep going north, so... A rumpus room, huh? Never been in there.
As it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a drumming coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon, a door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you. You were very helpful, kind of. Alright. Hoping it opens left and straight if possible. I'll take left, though. Shoot. Alright, let's go to code check. To see if there is, in fact, some sort of treasure there, according to my map. Oh, shoot. I still have enough steps, I just definitely wasted those that time. Need a shovel, apparently. I really moved that time. Make sure to use the wrench. It's definitely an enjoyable game. I hate wasting like 6 steps right off the bat, but it is important to get to like 2 items or wherever else. Whatever kind of permanent effect I can have, I think it's worth it. I don't have any money to offer. I'll say this though, I am starting to learn the different like rooms, you know what I mean? Oh, it's just telling me how the system works. It's fine. Nice. Should have taken the left there. It's okay though. Key for a bunch of gems. Yeah, I didn't have anything in there that would let me do what I wanted to do. That was a short and not so successful day. Not exactly what I would have wanted to happen. That's okay. Spending 5 footsteps every day, 6 footsteps, whatever it is, to go to the outside room is not exactly great, but sometimes it's very beneficial, so I just have to risk it every day, I think. Because one, to go outside, one going through there, one, I think, going inside, then the reverse. Shelter looks fun. I don't know what day it's supposed to be in the world. It's day 6, but I don't know what day it is. So I guess probably January 6th then. Noon today, I think. If I can find a room that has clocks in it again, I can look into what time it is. Okay, I see the time, it's right there. have to lose some here. Oh, right, room's not affecting me, right. Yeah, straight until security room and take a right. No, that's not true. Try to go. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I knew this is what happened here. Despite, like... everything else telling me, like, no, you are correct, not in the correct place. Felt like I was. I see plus times divide. So, does that mean I gotta hit 14? $16 seems to be the first. I don't know what the what the meaning is here. 16 I hit because it said 16. I'm not sure exactly what the other problems are. Like, if I had more information to go off of, I would be able to do a little bit more. It's not 14, it's not multiplying them together. Subtract would be 5. That's not it either. Add would be 9. It's add, okay. That was subtract. So it was add, subtract, it should be times, which is 30. Which doesn't exist, obviously, so it could be addition again. Okay, 16, add them together, then you subtract, what, 12 minus 10 is 2. You can't get 30, so does it roll over to 10? No. 16, 5, 9, sorry. 2. It could be 7 if it was subtraction. It's subtraction. Alright, it's either subtraction, which would be 1, or addition. And I go, or multiplication. It was multiplication. Now there's a bunch of things together. How do I kind of... It can't all be addition. It can't all be multiplication. It could be 2. Nah. 16. 9. I should probably write this down. I'm kind of getting sick of the puzzle. 16, 9. It's 2, right? Two was right. 16, 9, 2. And I think I said 10. No. 16, 9, 2. And it was 7, I think. Yep, 7. Nope. 16, 9, 2, 7, 9. No, it was 20. Write it down, don't worry. And then I had this nonsense. And I don't know what to make of it. I should be looking to see, like... Are they different colors? And it wasn't 2 by the end of it, I know that. Ah, shoot. Alright, what if it's 15? Ooh. Solved it. I don't remember what the answer was. What did I do? It was 15, 10, and 3. Was it 15? Is that what I hit? No, I don't remember. What was the answer? What did I just do? Anybody got an answer? Because if anybody remembers what I just hit, the last one, I'm trying to remember. Because it was 10, 15, and 3. And I think... I don't remember. So I think I was saying to myself, 15 divided by 3 is 5. Is it 15 or 5? I'll just remember those two and just try them both. Alright, it should be late enough that I can go do that thing. It's not. It's only 10. 15. I do not want to wait until... I don't want to wait until it's time, just so we're all on the same page. But I guess I will. Because the truth of the matter is, like, I couldn't even get it earlier even if I wanted to. Kind of sad that I have the silver key and can't do anything with it. I just want to see what's inside this thing, even if I'm never going to use it. I could wait in there, but I don't know if it, like, opens actively, you know what I mean? It is moving, though. Time does pass. Oh, gosh. I hope you guys are as curious as me on this one. Oh, the billiard room still has a way to go. The problem is if I keep going, I might run out of steps and I'll be able to open the thing. But I'm doing it anyway. I want to try to use this key if I can. Alright. Guest bedroom. Is that implying there's secret stuff on the document? What if that allowed me to examine the document on the wall of security? I should have enough steps for that easy. Swan song? Is that what that says? Yes, it definitely does. I'm glad I found that magnifying glass. Okay, service has been temporarily disabled as of November 4th. All work has been suspended at Mount Holly, and all domestic staff have been placed on extended paid leave in accordance with the instructions left by the old man himself. See Mrs. Babbage for more details. I don't think anyone else has access to this network this month except you, Simon. So if you're ready reading this, just know we're all rooting for you. Your friends and faithful service. Service has been temporarily disabled for the same reason. If you like to get a specific brand of gum or your favorite fruit, the commissary is now taking special orders for all members of the staff. Special orders can take 1 to 3 days. It's possible to connect to other active terminals elsewhere on the estate using RTA. They're offline, so. Excuse me. Permissions to this terminal do not allow for access to the electronic mail account. Currently, this feature can only be accessed via the terminal located in the office. Data transfers from Cinca are not currently available. It's every term I've seen as of yet. Cool. Did I write that down by the Swan Song? Okay. I've taken some songs. Notes, I mean. That way next time I play, because at the end of today will be my last time for tonight. I did find the password, so that was super valuable. I didn't check the time, I should have, but I wasted a lot of time on the computer, so time should be passing. I didn't read this. Remain where you are for now. Given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow, we agree with your plan and have disabled remote access to the other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I am still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the three of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. I can't afford to go back, so I just have to wait a little bit longer. I'm hoping I was right about the date. If I'm wrong about the date, then that stinks. I can always try again next time. Should have checked the time, to be honest with you. I know it'll stay open if I was right about time and date. You know, it still seemed day, so it looked like it was getting to be noon. Same stuff, okay. If I go in there, I can't come back, that's the problem. It's a 6 round-way trip, which means once I go in... Well, that's not true. I could do that, actually. I can afford it. Barely. Just to check if it's 12 or not, because it's past 12. It means I messed up the date, and I'll just have to figure that out. Now, see, it's not even 12 yet. It's close, though. I just want to know when 12 comes around. I wish I had decided to choose an earlier time. I just didn't know what time it was. The best part is it's not even gonna be worth it. Right? Like, whatever I get is likely not gonna be worth the effort that I put in to get it. And that's the most frustrating part to know, is that it's not gonna pay off, probably. The only thing that's really paid off is the wrench, the password, and opening that gate that allows me to that outside room. Those are the three things that I think are important. The wrench was minor, but helpful. The gate is huge, in my opinion. And the password is separately pretty important, too. It doesn't feel crazy important, but it's really nice. Like, I'm glad to have the password, because it just makes me feel like I've accomplished something permanently as long as I know the password. Which I've written down, so I'll never forget it again. I think it's really cool that there are some elements of permanent progression. Like, you know the thing, which means you just know it now, right? I double check to make sure I actually saved that document instead of, like, turned into a jerk and didn't. No, I got it. There we go. I have to wait till it's officially 12 because it has a huge window. I think it said like 4-hour window while it's open. So I am not worried about it being gone. You know what I mean? Whew. I would have already logged off if it weren't for, you know... Hold on 1 second. I just want to make sure that, there we go. It's time. I just had to make sure. Whenever I see people try to sell ViewBots on my channel, I always report them if I have the wherewithal to do it in the moment, which I didn't before, but now I can. Because people who do ViewBots are like the biggest scum. Okay, I must have been wrong on the date. Because it's not open. I'm not going to wait, though. I'm just going to end the day. I'll just, what I'll do is I'll look it up just to make sure I understand next time, because it shouldn't be confusion over what day is it, you know what I mean, what the date is. I guess I could probably look at some documents and figure it out. But I'll look into it. Alright, I appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see you all next time.